Welcome back.
Hello, thank you.
How you
so
doing?
much.
How you doing?
Great.
Good, good, good. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Why do you ask?
Well, you and I, this isn't the first time we've seen each other this week. We went day drinking yesterday.
What? I don't.
Yeah. We went day drinking, and I feel like I was a fan of yours. Feel like I knew you a little bit. You'd been on the show once, but like I feel like I really know you now. Like we got into it, Kristen.
Yeah, we did go deep.
Yeah.
My palms are sweating thinking about it.
I think we're good. I don't think we embarrassed ourselves.
You don't have like disco anxiety about anything we did or said?
I will say, like at midnight, I sat bolt upright and went, no! But
Yeah.
that was it. That was it. Just the one time.
I like to have that effect on people. That's
Yeah.
good. You should always sort of.
I will say, like, I'm jealous of people that are friends with you that get to maybe go out and have a few drinks. Because I feel like you did not strike me as someone who gets sloppy. I think you use it as a time to like, let's get into it. Like, let's.
I go too hard. For too long.
Have you been, I mean, I'm a little hungover. I'm gonna admit I'm a little hungover. Are you?
You had children to contend with and.
Yeah, I did. Well, that was the thing. I was talking to you backstage and you did wake up 4 hours later than me.
I did.
And you didn't walk your kids to school.
No.
And they weren't like, can we get a croissant?
Do they say it like that?
They do say it like that.
They say croissant?
They can tell when I'm still a little drunk, and they're like, let's do it whiny.
Right.
Wait,
but at least
how
they
else
have a
would
good
you
French
say it?
accent.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, like croissant. Like,
No, I will, I mean, I don't want to.
Croissant, papy.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, you will order each food in the proper dialect.
Tout de suite.
What else am I going to ask you? Have you been hungover on a talk show before?
No. No.
Oh my God, you're the best actor, and that was so unbelievable. No.
No. Never.
Do you have like a classically bad hangover? Are you the kind of person who's ever had a really bad one and then had to maybe like go to work like today?
Yeah, I mean, who's watching? Like everyone? Like, I guess like.
Yeah, it isn't everyone's show.
Right, like it's like a TV thing. Anyone who's like worked with me before is probably laughing right now.
Okay, got it. So this is the thing they've seen.
Yeah, you know, I'm like, I like to tie one on, make things harder for myself. Adversity, you know.
You are.
Yeah.
I like you like to set up challenges to climb. But I'm now going to actually tie that to this wonderful movie, Love Lies Bleeding. And I've read about you that you have very discerning taste with the roles you take on. And part of it is you want to make sure you can play it. Like, you want to make sure you're the right choice for a part.
Yes, I don't want to be an irresponsible loser and tell a great director that, you know, yeah, I'll come hang out if I don't want to hang out.
Gotcha. So this one, though, was this a script that right away you realized, oh, these are going to converge, like what I'm good at and what this is asking for?
It was a relief to read the script because I'm so obsessive about the filmmaker, Rose Glass, who made a movie called Saint Maud. And when she asked me to do this, I was like, yes, but that's irresponsible. So I must read the script and know that I can accomplish job. It had such its own fingerprint, its own identity. It felt like a movie that was in a time capsule. Like, yes, it is a period piece, but it feels like a movie that actually was made in the 80s versus like a movie made now about the 80s. Good point. I was like, I had such a blast on this movie. It was almost, we did reshoots, which is usually not.
Right, usually when they go to reshoot thing, it's like, hey, we watched the movie and it's like missing major parts.
Yeah.
Like, we forgot to do a scene where everybody has names. We have to go back and say what everybody's names are.
Right. We were being impersonal. We didn't even call each other by name. No, we did reshoots, and I just wanted to keep going. Like, I was like, can we do 5 more of these movies? Like.
Oh, that's really great.
Yeah.
There is, when you talk about it being a period piece, because, you know, there is like a certain retro style that you know, and like even retro cars. So it took me a minute until there's a payphone. I'm like, oh, this is happening in the past.
Yeah.
Have you ever in your life used a payphone?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I am the age where I understand the clicky texting of like A, B, C, D.
Yeah.
Like the Nokia bricky things. Yeah. I'm old.
Yeah. Or we're both kind of young.
Yeah, maybe it's great. You just have to reframe.
We're just like friends who drink. We're just two young friends.
Yeah, he does have a youthful, childlike quality, doesn't he?
I didn't appreciate this motion on childlike.
All right. I mean, I didn't say childish.
Oh, thank you. This is one of those great noir movies where I feel like it's a classic structure where like two people like find each other, fall in love, and then make terrible choices that lead them down a very dangerous path.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some kick-ass cars in this movie. And I did not realize you are a person who actually owns a few cars.
Yeah, I'm like an LA guy. I
Okay.
like cars. It's the douchiest thing about me.
Gotcha. So you have some like cars that like you maybe don't even drive that much. Is it that douchey? You have a couple like looking at cars.
Well, they're pieces of history that I'm preserving.
Oh my god. Oh, I see. So you're a museum curator.
I am Jay Leno, okay? No, I have like a couple of cars. It's more my family is really into them.
Okay. So when you were growing up, was your dad into cars?
My mom, shocker.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, that actually, my mom drove. This movie has a Camaro. My mom drove a Camaro when I was growing up, and my mom was a school teacher at my school, and
Hot.
so she had a real badass vibe when she would like pull in.
Sounds
Yeah.
alluring.
Yeah.
That Camaro drove so well. Aren't you scared in those things? They're so low.
They're so low.
Yeah.
I like a good high off the ground minivan.
I drive a minivan.
You do drive a minivan. That's
Yeah.
right. Minivans are the best.
Yeah, I love them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just especially getting my kids in and out because they can't do the doors because they're like holding their croissants.
Right. Those little
Like one in each hand.
demanding, whiny,
Oh.
French-speaking.
It's like you know them. I know you haven't met them, but you do have a real grasp of who they are. The great Ed Harris plays your dad in this movie. He's not a good person in this movie. I think, but you could probably guess from the photo.
He does look very, very scary there.
Yeah, this isn't like the lovable old guy in a movie that like you stop by for advice. This was Ed Harris's idea to have the look, the long hair in the back.
A skullet.
A skullet. Of everything I have received from you in the last 2 days, the fact that I will walk out with skullet in my head now is the. So he decided on the skullet, and you did not know this. This was a choice he made independently. He's playing your dad in the film, and then what was your reaction when you saw the look he decided on?
Whoa.
But isn't it also like
Because-
fairly close to your own?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, my character has not my mullet, my dad's real skullet. My character has a lot of really deep-seated daddy issues, and I don't.
Yep.
But they look alike, and so then they started trying to percolate, and I was like, no, me and my dad are good.
Because that's, it does look like Ed Harris is like, I can do that.
There's a photograph in the movie that actually is a picture of me and my dad from like the early 90s, and they just put Ed's face on his face. And it's like the most screechy, wonky, like surreal, absurdist art I've ever seen. It's frightening.
It is, the movie itself is really, from the very beginning, just the musical score is like very haunting, and it's a really thrilling, cool, different movie that has a lot of moves that I did not expect. So congrats on that. Thank you so much for being here. March 26th, we're gonna show our day drinking, and hopefully by then, I think maybe the memories will start to come back.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm gonna have to drink through that.
Hey everybody, I'm at Boxers NYC in Manhattan. I'm here with Oscar-nominated actor Kristen Stewart, everybody! In her new movie, Love Lies Bleeding, she plays a woman who works in a gym, so in honor of that, we're about to give our livers a workout. Cheers.
Boom.
It's time for day drinking with Seth and Kristen Stewart.
Wait.
Kristen, you have been in many movies in your incredible career. So we're gonna start off with some cocktails inspired by your films. The first is called the Panic Room. This is a cocktail that would send you into a full-blown panic if you were to drink it. We're gonna start with a Celsius energy drink, then an espresso martini.
Oh, together.
It's gonna give us energy. Then a Mountain Dew Kickstart. That's the best of the Mountain Dews.
I love
Then,
a tummy curdle. That's the best. That's what you want to start off with.
Yep, yerba mate. And then to prevent a panic attack, Xanax, but we're just gonna use a Tic Tac.
Stop your heart. Have a panic attack.
Yeah.
What's
All right, here
worse?
we go. Here's the Panic Room.
Cheers.
Pace yourself. Your body rejected it. The next drink is based on your work in the Twilight films.
Okay.
It's early in the day, so I'm just going to admit something now. I haven't seen them. I don't want you to spoil them.
Okay.
So no Twilight talk.
Fine.
From me.
Okay, like I won't bring it up.
You better be giving me your
Okay.
blood for this.
I'm giving you a Bloody Mary mix. Garlic. Are you understanding the theme?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
good.
I'm with you.
Palinka. This is the national liqueur of Transylvania. Oh, I put too much in.
Man.
And we're gonna stir it all with a wooden stake. And I'm just gonna tell you right now, this is gonna be a disaster, so don't overdo it. But make intense eye contact with me the whole time.
Oh yeah. Except actually, we can never touch.
Oh,
I'm just letting you know. Okay.
Don't ruin it. Okay. I'm okay with it.
I hate that.
Hey, you played Princess Diana.
I did one time.
And so we're gonna honor that with a drink called the Royals. Have you ever worked in a bar? I guess not.
I've put a lot of work in at bars.
Oh, I see. That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah, but I've never been paid for it.
All right, so Crown Royal, thematic.
For sure.
Okay.
Purple was
I
a
think I
thing for
put
me.
in way too much ice.
Yeah, dude.
Budweiser, the king of beers, still follow.
Frothy.
Dairy Queen milkshake. It's coming out weird because we ordered it 10 days ago.
Right.
Disney Princess yogurt.
Probiotics, let's go.
Great. We are so in sync already. Okay, here's to you.
Here's to you.
All right, we're doing pretty good. Your career's inspiring some pretty good drinks.
Cool.
I think we have one more. You have been in a great many independent films. And I think what people forget about independent films is it's very impressive that they make what they make on a low budget. So our next drink is called the independent film. And it's just a 40 in a paper bag. Here's the personal shopper.
Thanks, man. Pour one out. I love that.
I feel like you make a lot of movies that are just really good stuff inside a paper bag. And if people want to do the work, get to it. The gem is on the inside. That is
Did
so
someone
much-
record sound on that? My God, I'm like shivering. Oh, cheers, dude. I'm into
Cheers.
this.
There we go. You're into it?
Yeah.
All right, great.
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. No, you were saying off camera this was actually Princess Diana's favorite drink.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. No, she was a real bulldozer.
You played Lizzie Borden in a movie called Lizzie.
I didn't, but I played opposite Lizzie Borden.
Okay.
He just knocked over bottles.
You know, I'm not the writer on this piece. And guess how many we have? 3 here on set. Great. You were in. Who were you in Lizzie Borden?
I was someone who hung out with Lizzie Borden.
Who was Lizzie Borden?
She killed her dad. That's
No, I know who played Lizzie Borden in the movie.
Oh, Chloe Sevigny.
Oh, she's very good.
She's the best.
Yeah. So you were in the film Lizzie Borden as her good friend.
Maggie.
Oh, look at that. Nice pull. This is a game called Axe Me Anything.
Maggie. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Oh, Maggie! Maggie was the one. I remember that
We have
scene where you're like,
contact
Lizzie wouldn't have done that. You guys, chill. Ask me anything. We ask each other questions, and you either have to answer it or do a drink, do a shot. Tell me a co-star you refuse to work with ever again.
Oh, it's fun, actually. Find one. Hire an actor that I would like never work with again. I'm not that much of a little bitch. I would do it. I'll work with anyone.
All right, well, let's doesn't work. Ooh, all right.
When was the last time you pissed your pants, though?
When was the last time I pissed my pants?
When was the last time you your pants?
Okay, that I can answer.
I could tell.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
something's there.
Look
He
at
went,
you.
ah!
I went for a run, I remember it was during the pandemic, and I went for like a loop, so there was no bailing. And I got home.
The time is now.
And I didn't make it. And I got home, and my kids were waiting for me at the door, and I believe I screamed, "Get them out of there!"
Get them out of there.
Just like I didn't want them to see,
nowhere
like,
around
don't see me like this.
Yeah. And you just were, you were just,
No, I had.
you were outside. You could have like,
You know what the problem was? It was the winter, and so there was no like tree cover.
was it just for the general population that you were
Oh, that's interesting.
shielding
You're saying
your
if I
open
was
air.
famous, would I open air?
Yeah.
Probably.
That was nice that I shared that with you. I
I
feel
was
like
just gonna say, honestly, I feel like you're a good dude for saying that and for having those kids bear witness.
yeah. By the way, they're no heroes. They their pants all the time. Can you place the following order at McDonald's in the accent you learned for Spencer? Spicy, McCrispy sandwich, a Big Mac, and 4 Shamrock Shakes. That was so easy.
Okay. The last time I was on the show was in 2015. What was I promoting? If you get it right, I'll drink. Still Alice.
It was still Alice. I forgot.
She had Alzheimer's, dude. It's really
All I'm saying is I maybe made the best still Alice joke you're ever gonna see on TV.
Do the robot.
I'm not good at dancing. I
But
hate
you
this.
are doing this does count. You know what I would have called that? The Kristen Stewart robot.
I just like walked right the into that. I go,
Ask me a question.
explain to me what. I thought it was cucumber, but it's carburetor. What is that?
What is a carburetor?
Yeah.
I mean, I can barely tell you what a cucumber is.
Do you know anything about cars?
Can't tell you what a carburetor. I think it's like a processing part. Like it has to process some. Yeah.
It's like the part when you turn the wheel to the right. It's like, wait. Do they want to go that way?
I don't think it's about direction. I think it's about something to do with like going.
So like when you step on the gas, they're like, that means
We gotta
something.
carburate this. Hold on,
We
not
gotta
enough-
carburate this.
Yeah.
All right, go.
Please beatbox.
No.
Okay. Cheers. I won't either. Okay, I'm gonna be drunk now.
Are you ready to do the next?
Go.
No lie. You're one of my favorite actors. I love your choices. You're a wonderful dramatic actor. And because of that, we have written the dumbest lines of dialogue for you.
Cool.
And we want to prove how good you are because you are going to look and read lines you've never seen before. And you're going to move people with your talent.
And white t-shirt.
Yeah, you did a costume change.
This is what it's like to get drunk with me.
So do you always like bring a duffel to the bar?
Only
of other
I have to
clothes?
go on like Seth Meyers bullshit.
Are you ready?
Yeah,
Get
dude.
your face
Oh, I
because I
just
don't
got-
want you to be like, I want you to take this seriously. You're a great actor. I mean it. You're one of my faves. We wrote dumb. Ready? Go.
Thank God you're here. Your father, he's had a heart.
All right, take it back. Kristen,
I don't want your hand in your face. Just like look at the camera. Just be good.
I'm like, I've never directed anything, but like, we be good.
Ready?
Yes.
Let's go. Thank God you're here. Your father, he's had a fart attack. They think he's gonna pull through, but his butt will never be the same. From now on, he's gonna have to fart through a tube.
Again, more dramatic. You know it now.
Okay.
Now make me believe you're sad.
Thank God you're here. Your father, he's had a fart attack. And,
One more time.
Wait,
Cut.
no, but I was about to pull through back and don't cut me, man.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Don't cut me,
Oh
man,
my
because
God,
like
I'm
you could,
sorry.
because that was about to go somewhere like through the laughing vulnerability. It was about to be like something that I was gonna discover.
Well,
and-
then, you know what? Stop telling me and show me.
What? Thank God you're here. Your father, he's the last one was so much better. You're such an idiot. You shouldn't have cut me.
All right, go to the next line.
Okay.
Ready? Next line. We're gonna.
It was about to bubble up. I felt tears welling.
Here's my note for you on this one. Hold back tears.
Are you gonna like tell me what I'm crying about, or just tell me to hold back tears?
Hold back tears and find out when you read the line.
Okay. Mom, Dad. I'm a puppeteer. That's all right. Can we do it
so
again?
good.
Do one more time?
Yeah.
Mom. Dad. I'm a puppeteer.
I was so sad for your parents.
They should just get rid of her.
This is, why are you doing that? Because I'm doing that? Okay,
You're
ready?
so far up. You're on the top rib.
Yeah.
Your little teacup is like, I couldn't even stick a pinky in there. Open up, loosen up, baby.
This one and this one, you're angry.
You don't tell me about macaroni. Why did you? I invented macaroni. What?
Take it again. You can do this. Look, here's the thing, Kristen. You invented macaroni, and now someone's trying to explain it to you, and you're mad about it. Come on, Kristen.
You don't tell me about macaroni, man. I invented macaroni.
Matter. Take it back.
Ow!
Take it back. Angrier, Kristen.
Don't tell me about macaroni, bro. I invented macaroni.
One more time, but this time I need to believe it.
I think I'm done. I think we should check the gate.
Kristen, right? That is your name.
Sometimes.
So you were in a movie called Adventureland. You played, I think, Lizzie Borden? So anyway, this is based on Adventureland. It took place at an amusement park. I don't
Yeah.
have to tell you, you were in it. So we're gonna throw darts. They're gonna pop balloons, ideally, and each balloon is gonna have a corresponding shot we have to take. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay.
No!
Yeah, shot glass full of nerds.
Oh, this is like you're trying to kill me.
Well, no, it's just nerd. You don't have to have a full thing of nerds.
I thought it was just on the top.
I'm gonna have the nerds. Ready?
I can't win this game anymore. I've already lost
Anymore.
it. You are so annoying.
Pickle brine! Oh, I got a mouthful of nerds. Oh, why'd I do the nerds? Did you do the pickle brine? Tequila. All right, go until you miss. Oh, water! F you. What are you doing? You think you're gonna pop it with your head?
Because I'm a pro is the problem. Oh, embarrassing.
I'm gonna have a shot on Sex with the Beat. We're gonna wash down these nerds. Rum!
Okay.
Kristen Stewart, have a shot of!
Ah! Get it!
Have
Let's
a
go.
shot of!
Come on, try
Have a
harder.
shot of!
Ah!
Have a shot
Come
of!
on, man. Ah!
Have a shot
Can I
of!
get it? Ah!
Have a shot of!
Woo!
Have a
Not
shot
gonna
of!
happen.
Oh my God, what's happening to me? You stole my mojo! Austin Powers.
Try
Me, what the is
Go
going
straight,
on?
straight, straight. You're going to the side.
Prune juice.
What'd I say?
All right, you are a good friend. Prune juice.
Same time?
Yeah. Let's
go.
I should note, we had a safety person make it clear to us we can't throw at the same time.
Let's go.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh,
We ever make a movie together, this is what it feels like. Let's go.
Jill, a Jaeger bomb.
Let's go.
I haven't had a
Ready?
Jaeger bomb in a really long time. Oh my God, look at you, son of a gun.
Little feet.
I was in a fraternity. That would have been so much cooler. Put in a sound effect of a pop. Kristen, in addition to you being an accomplished actress, you're also
You're a lesbian icon.
you are a lesbian icon.
That's right.
Here's the deal, Kristen Stewart. I have a bunch of lesbian accessories and clothes behind us, and I am now counting on you to turn me into a lesbian icon. And what we're now calling, for the first time ever in day drinking, it's a lesbian makeover.
Oh, God.
Just do it. Do you feel like you're seeing what you need to see?
This is really dated, dude. I guess it's all coming back around, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of an expert on how lesbians dress, so. You almost done, Kristen?
Yeah.
I'm ready to put on my cool outfit. Pick up one
really
pair of
nice.
pants.
Yeah,
Don't
we
send
will.
me back with multiple pairs of pants.
We're done.
Are you
Go. Yep, absolutely. Boom.
See you in a minute. Hey, Kristen. Announce me.
Seth,
Yeah?
you want to come out?
Yeah.
I think maybe you need a hat, but not like not the wide brimmed hat.
Okay.
Yeah, and then lower here.
Okay.
Dude, you look cool. Do you not feel cooler than you've ever felt?
I feel as though I've reverted to what I'm supposed to be. Thank you.
Swing.
This has been day drinking with a. I like this outfit and I feel like it's a
Finish
good
your
outfit for me.
show. Okay,
I
wait,
finished
one
my
more.
show.
Come on, let's go.
This has been day drinking with Seth and Kristen Stewart. We're best friends.
That's right.
How was your New Year's? Are you a New Year's Eve person?
I would identify as a New Year's Eve person. This year I was lucky enough to be working so hard peddling my new movie.
Yeah, you're out there. You look. You make a labor of love. You
Yeah.
want to get out and tell people about it. So yeah.
Yes, and so then I had to go inside and stare at a wall for a week.
Okay. Oh, to like give yourself a break.
Yeah,
Did you make it till midnight?
I did.
Okay.
I don't know, it was like half perfect because all the right people were around and it was chill, but like I had this like fluffy tree with like 2 baubles on it, didn't get around to decorating it. It smelled really nice. Like
Now,
we
can
got-
I say something? I think a tree with 2 ornaments is worse than one with no ornaments.
Yeah.
Like, cause 2, you wonder like, what happened? Like, how do you?
Slutty little tree.
You slutty little tree. You're barely even trying,
You were
dear.
asking for it, tree.
That is not where my head went, but I like that.
I know. I've been reading a lot of feminist literature.
I like 2 ornaments. Now I'll know that when a tree has 2 ornaments, that's when it's being a slut. Did you with not a very boozy New Year's Eve, or was it?
Because we drink
Well,
together.
we drink together. So
Yeah.
now this is a photo of us drinking together. This is a really nice moment where
We're
you-
happy
you-
drunks.
well, we're very happy drunks. We had
Yeah.
a great time. This is you gave me a lesbian makeover and did a great job.
I love how you stuck to it as well. I'm really
I
impressed.
mean,
Little crew neck.
I want to take back what I said about how excited I were. You're my first guest.
It's a huge
It is a
compliment.
nice
Everyone wants to
compliment.
be.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Did you ever have a really boozy New Year's Eve? Like, did you ever have one? I mean, I certainly had plenty where I woke up on January 1st and I was like, oh dear God.
No, I've never.
Oh, that's good.
I've never really tied one on over the new. Are you kidding me? This year, I got to tell you though, like, when it comes to resolutions, I never am like super concerned. I never sit down and go like, now is the time. Now is the time. Now is the time to
Really?
take care of yourself.
Oh, I
Yes.
see. So your resolution is just like taking care of yourself, both mentally and physically.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have stuff to do. We got to
Yeah.
be with each other, present. It's nice to go through periods of release, but right now I kind of want to absorb.
And you're 5 days in. Have you violated it yet, or are you still?
No, but there's 60 opportunities. You walk through an airport, you're like, yeah. I'm like,
Airports? That's where you're sitting? You can't fight the urge off at an airport?
there's people everywhere. There's
Yeah.
free alcohol everywhere. Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah. Like
Got this.
What's that?
What?
What was that? What'd you
Cut.
say?
I'm a director now. Move on. Scene's over.
Did you just cut? Did you just cut one of your own answers?
No, I was talking to your producers actually. I said, please cut this. Thank you. Yeah.
You want
We're
to just cut?
responsible
You want
adults.
to cut everything after you said I still dress like a lesbian?
Yeah. I
How
think
did
I
you-
really landed that joke. I think it's a nice cutting point. Go to commercial, laugh track. Here we go.
You are. This is amazing because you did direct your first film, and obviously you've been in films for basically your whole life. Did you love it right away, being a director?
Yes.
Yeah. And you knew you would. I feel like.
I've been really leading up to this forever.
Yeah.
I've wanted to do this since I was 9, but that would just be silly.
Yeah.
Little 9-year-old director running around telling
No
people
producer
what to do.
wanted to be like, I think we gave our money to the wrong person.
What a bunch of cowards.
But this is you obviously had a plan going into it, and this is a film based on a book that you loved as well. Did you, when you were reading this book, The Chronology of Water, for the first time, did you see it as a movie in your head, or was that something that took a little bit longer?
I would say, honestly, 40 pages in, I was having these striking image-filled experiences that felt so physical and also like really personal because it's such a choose your own adventure text. It's an amalgamation of experiences that I think maybe every individual would choose different ones to latch onto. And I thought if they were so immediately full that there had to have been something that connected them that was about me and not necessarily this woman. And then you find the sort of concentric circles that we all have, and then you realize this book is about all of us and about excavating identity and voice and being somebody who could like reach in and value your own perspective, which takes sometimes, if you're a lesbian. No, if you're like somebody who's like, you know, just told to take up less space than the people who are predominantly allowed to do so, hard to do. And this book is just like screaming at you to be somebody embodied and fulfilled and loud and, you know, yeah, alive. And so I was just like, well, that's a movie, but it's also really like not an obvious one because it's just all over the place and super transient and nonlinear, and therefore it feels like being an actual person instead of like, I could never direct a movie that was like easy to describe. Like, that's what movies can do. It's like do something bizarre, do something that feels like genuinely internal is kind of the opportunity.
You know, and again, as somebody who like grew up loving movies and I still love movies, like I think you fall in that trap where certain movies start and you just through the pattern of movies, you know where it's going to go and you know where it's going to end. And so it's really exciting, I would assume both as a filmmaker and as an audience member, to be like, oh, I don't know what this is yet. And it's that I think is also a lot more like being a human being than just being, you know, somebody who is being served something you've had before.
Totally. Yeah, I mean, like, I like movies that are slug-lineable, but this one is, I don't know.
I mean, even the title, like The Chronology of Water, no one's like, oh, I bet I know what that is.
Yeah, no.
It's real. It's
No.
from top on down. It's
Even
real.
now, people are like, but actually, what are you talking about?
Well, we're going to talk about it more. Stick around. We're going to be right back with Kristen after this.
In the house. Alone in my room. My arms ache. My sister is gone. My mother is gone. My father designs houses in the room next to mine. It's smoking.
Welcome back, everybody. We're here with Kristen Stewart. That was a clip from The Chronology of Water. And I'm going to reveal a little bit about what we were talking about during the clip because, you know, usually when a performer's on the show, they're in the clip. Mm-hmm. And it's a really awkward moment because, like, often I'm just sitting with someone and I am, like, watching them act.
Yeah.
So that was nice for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I was, like, watching with the director, which I just felt like, you know what I mean? Like, it was less needy.
Right. Yeah, usually I'm like, okay. And this time I was like, that is good. We should put that in a movie theater.
This is, well, look, it's a heavy subject matter, but it's also a beautiful film. And I'm wondering, I would assume that would be the same way you would describe the book, right? I haven't read the book, but I would imagine it's beautifully written for something that is very dark.
There are high highs and low lows.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I think there are a lot of tough movies this year that I've loved, and this one has been categorized. It's kind of like a Rorschach test too, because is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Like some people are like, oh God, I couldn't get through that one. I'm like, why? And then some people are like, God, it felt so good when she was okay at times and like had releases, and they're like a series of sort of like false victories, and then she just like slams life. Because by the end you realize the only reason we're here is because she wrote herself into being. And so everything is her responsibility, and it's like completely subjective. So it's not like I'm telling you like what happened. It's more like the fact that she was able to express herself is what it's about, and that feels joyous.
You obviously, having acted in films, now you're directing other actors. Did you find that you were an amalgamation of all your favorite directors over the years, or were you very unique to yourself?
I was myself.
That's great.
I think
Do you feel like you were you ever like, man, I would love to be directed by?
myself.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. I would love that. I think I had to kind of put on a straitjacket when I went to work because I was always it's like my favorite directors set you on a path and give you a bit of freedom, but then are so emotionally connected at all times you never feel alone. But kind of being told how to say something or what to do is like, I don't know, just not the way I function purely. And on this one, I was just like, get out of everyone's way. Just let them have their own experience. Because I put this together over 8 years, and so when we got there, I was like, okay. So yeah, no, I think if I hadn't been doing everything I've done to get here, then I wouldn't have known how to like, I don't know, to like not piss in my own pool.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, leave it alone. Don't trample the snow. Don't blow away all the butterflies. Like, you gotta really protect that environment.
I mean, the way you're talking right now, I wish I was getting directed by you. I mean, just everything about this, I'm like, let me out there, Kristen. I can do it.
Oh my God, really? You're gonna be the ace up my sleeve in my next movie?
I would really like that.
You're the next Jim Belushi.
I would love Jim Belushi, by the way, fantastic in the movie. Imogen's great in the movie. I mean,
Imogen is a revolution.
You did a fantastic job with your cast, and you can tell by watching it that you are very, very good at this. And I hope it's not your last one of these, because it was really special to watch. Thanks so much for being here, pal.
Thank you so much.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Kristen Stewart, everybody.